हेलो गाइस, स्वागत है आपका कंटेंट मॉन्स्टर्स के एक और एपिसोड में। और आज के इस एपिसोड में हम रिव्यू कर रहे हैं मामनन का, जो कि हाल ही में नेटफ्लिक्स पर रिलीज हुई है। और इसके मुख्य कलाकार हैं फहद फासिल, उदयनिधि स्टैलिन, वडिवेलु, कीर्ति सुरेश, रवीना रवि, गीता कैलासम, आजगम पेरुमल, लाल, सुनील रेड्डी और रामकृष्णन। मामन्नन जो है एक सोशो पॉलिटिकल सटायर है, जिसमें इलेक्शंस की प्रक्रिया के बारे में भी काफ़ी बताया गया है। बेस्ड है तमिलनाडु में एंड प्राइमरीली किस तरह से एक लोअर कास्ट को ट्रीट किया जाता है काफ़ी समय से, और किस तरह से वो नॉर्म बन गया है उस पर भी कटाक्ष किया गया है। आई थिंक मारी सेल्वराज इज समवन हु यूजुअली डज वेरी वेल विथ मेटाफर्स। उनकी प्रीवियस फिल्म जो थी कर्णन, वो भी बहुत बढ़िया फिल्म थी और मेटाफर्स को उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा प्ले किया था। इन दैट सेंस मैं कहूँगा मामन्नन जो है उनकी स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट फिल्म्स में से नहीं है। मे बी इट इज़ वन ऑफ हिज वीकर फिल्म्स, येट इस फिल्म की जो परफॉर्मेंसेज है वो इतनी बढ़िया है दैट दे एक्चुअली लिफ्ट द फिल्म। एंड यहाँ भी द काइंड ऑफ मेटाफर्स ही इज यूज्ड टू मेक हिज पॉइंट, टू ब्रिंग अलाइव हिज पॉइंट, एक्चुअली लिफ्ट द फिल्म अगेन। सम ऑफ दोज, इफ यू आस्क मी, केस इन पॉइंट बीइंग, जब लोअर कास्ट के कुछ बच्चे एक टेंपल के पास एक कुएं में नहाने जा रहे हैं और किस तरह से अपर कास्ट के लोग ऊपर से आके उन पे पत्थर मारते हैं, इतने ज़्यादा मारते हैं दैट दे लिटरली स्टोन देम टू डेथ। सिर्फ एक बच्चा बच जाता है जो बड़ा होकर उदयनिधि स्टैलिन बनता है, वडिवेलु के बेटे का रोल जो प्ले करता है। एंड द फैक्ट दैट ही मैनेजेस टू सर्वाइव एंड व्हेन ही सीज अप, ही सीज the people from the upper caste throwing the stones, it's literally in a sense symbolic of how people from the lower caste are being treated in that part of Tamil Nadu even now. The difference between the two is the analogy he tries to drive by people from the upper caste standing up and throwing stones at them. एक आध और जगह, especially the analogy that he uses of the pigs and the dogs to again symbolize किस तरह से treat किया गया है the people from the lower caste, is again something that he is using brilliantly. वडिवेलु जो है वो एक MLA है एक सो कॉल्ड प्रोग्रेसिव पार्टी के, लेकिन उन्हें भी किस तरह से फेस करनी पड़ती है चीज़ें बिकॉज ही बिलोंग्स टू अ लोअर कास्ट। अगेन अनदर सिम्बॉलिज्म दैट ही यूजेज इज वडिवेलु के किरदार कभी भी बैठते नहीं हैं। जब भी वो खड़े होते हैं जो उनके डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर या डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल लीडर्स के सामने, और ख़ास करके फहद फासिल और उनके पिता के सामने, बिकॉज वो लोग अपर कास्ट को बिलोंग करते हैं, जब भी वो उनके साथ होते हैं वो हमेशा खड़े होते हैं। उन्हें कितनी भी इज्जत मिलती हो उस फैमिली से, लेकिन वो हमेशा खड़े हैं, उनके बराबर में नहीं बैठे हैं। सो दीज, लाइक आई सेड, आर सिम्बॉलिक ways of showing the difference between the upper caste and the lower caste, something that Mari Selvaraj is a master of. यहाँ भी he's done that brilliantly, and I would say that is again one of the strengths of the film. Second, as I said, brilliant performances. In fact, Fahadh Faasil, who's absolutely evil as that antagonist, you would want to hate him. इतना casteist play कर रहे हैं वो role, but the fact that he's done it so brilliantly, his character is actually being celebrated online, and I hope it's his performance that is being celebrated online and not the character, because that would be dangerous. But the fact that Mari Selvaraj wanted Fahadh Faasil to be hated so much after this role and people are still loving him is proof of the fact कि फहद फासिल किस लेवल के अदाकार हैं, that people are just raving about his performances, whereas actually they should just be hating him. इतना बढ़िया काम किया. In fact, Fahadh Faasil is one of the reasons that this film is lifted beyond what it actually is. Like I said earlier, this is Mari Selvaraj's possibly not his best work, but the acting is lifting it beyond what the script could have done. वडिवेलु भी easily one of his career best performances according to me. बहुत बढ़िया काम किया. इन दोनों ने जो फिल्म को लिफ्ट किया है, उस वजह से you want to see this film, especially the confrontation scenes between them, how Fahadh Faasil manages versus how Vadivelu performs in those same scenes. Udayanidhi Stalin is sincere. Obviously, his performance is a bit underwhelming as compared to these two, but he's sincere overall. Kirti Suresh has not been given as good a role as she has been in some of the other works that she has done recently, but she's earnest in whatever she has been given, and she's done a fairly decent job what she has. Third is, I think, music. A.R. Rahman's music is perfect for this film. I think the overall songs of this film work very well. There is nothing flashy about the music, but the music is very relevant to this kind of a film that has been made. And again, I think only someone like A.R. Rahman could have delivered music which is apt for this film. This is one of those films where possibly A.R. Rahman, the music director, takes a backseat, and it's his music which is more relevant to the story that is at the forefront. This is not your larger than life A.R. Rahman music that one is accustomed to, where possibly his music takes precedence over the film. That's not the case here. The music is good, the music is apt, the music is relevant to the film. And I think towards the end of the film, what again works for me is that there could have been a lot more drama, but that may have been over the top. That is something Mari Selvaraj has avoided. You kind of know who's going to win the election, but he's not dialed up the drama quotient here unnecessarily, which is typically temptation directors fall to. He is not fallen to that temptation, and I think it works for this kind of film, and specifically the kind of character graph that Vadivelu is playing. He's not playing someone outlandish, someone very gregarious, someone over the top, someone who's prone to a lot of emotion. He's playing someone who's calm about everything, and therefore the graph of the film towards the end, in a sense, mirrors the graph of Mammannan, played by Vadivelu. So that, I think, also is one of the strengths of the film. What possibly lacks is that it's a bit more mundane, it's a bit more rudimentary as compared to some of other Mari Selvaraj's works, especially Karnan, which is just the previous film that he had released with Dhanush. There was a lot more depth there. You could say that it was a different film from the kind of films releasing. In that sense, this is, like I said, a lot more rudimentary. This is not as different a film as maybe some of his previous works. There are a lot of glimpses in this film that you have seen in many other films of his or someone else's. So to that extent, the film is not very different, but it's more the performances that lift it. I would still give this film a rating of 6 on 10, like I said, primarily due to the brilliant performances. Special mention to Fahadh Faasil. If you've seen the film, do let us know what you feel about it in the comment section below. If you haven't seen it, you must see it, and you'll realize why it's trending since the last few days on Netflix. अगर आपको हमारा रिव्यू पसंद आया तो ज़रूर हमें बताइए कैसा लगा आपको, और हमारे चैनल पे आते रहिए ऐसे ढेर सारे रिव्यूज़ के लिए। और हाँ, भूलिए मत इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए। हम आपको जल्दी मिलेंगे। थैंक यू।